Yo guys, who is a fake designer who is speaking to you, and welcome back to this new video again. So what can I say about the project of today? Well, some days ago I was looking around at different stuff, to get some inspiration for some new projects, and I was thinking that it's strange how we are used to sleep horizontally. I mean, all beds are the same, all beds are horizontal. So I tried to get an answer for this question, and I was thinking that maybe we sleep horizontally because we all live on the surface of the Earth. Then the Earth is a massive planet with a massive gravitational field, and as we have our mass too, then we experience this gravitational field with a gravitational force. Now the gravitational force is strongly dependent on the gravitational acceleration, and this means that the gravitational force will always point at the center of the Earth that can approximately be considered as a sphere. Now, this explanation could be considered as a good one, but guys, there are fake forces too, so let me introduce you to the project of today. And here it is, the Centrifubed bed, the bed of the future, the bed that the 2020 decade deserves. So here it is, this is the main sketch I made before, and so this is the design of this project. And the point is that in this project, the first idea, the original idea, is to exploit the centrifugal force effect, in order to stay attached to the mattress surface and sleep vertically, as you can see from the sketch right here. So here there are the force schemes in these two possible different positions. And so in this first position right here, that is equal to this situation, you can see that you have exactly a 90 degrees between the mattress surface, mattress plane, and the ground plane. And then you have this body that of course can turn around this axis right here, and you have this pump too. And so as you can see here, in this case, in this situation, the pump is compressed. So it means that if you activate it, then you will get like a negative angle. And for this reason, during the 3D modeling process, I decided to put the pump extend in this A position right here, because in this way it means that if you want to activate the pump, then you will compress it and you will get a positive angle theta. So you will get a situation like this, and so then the calculations are quite more interesting. So let me show you what I'm saying, because we have the exactly physics situation of this centrifubed. So let's move to the graphic, and here it is, the graphic. Here it is, our situation. So as you can see here, this is the function, and on the x-axis I put the angle value. So here you have the possible angle theta. So in the A position you have an angle of 0 degrees, whereas in the B position I put an angle of 35 degrees. Then in the epsilon axis I put the minimal, or actually the centripetal acceleration. So in the function, finding the point where this curve, this function, and this function actually collide, you will get the minimal centripetal acceleration you need to stay attached to the mattress. So an interesting thing to say about this function right here is that this is a periodical function, so you have infinite asymptotes, I don't know how to say it. And so this is interesting because, for example, considering this part of the function right here, for an angle of actually approximately, let me see it, approximately 38.659 degrees. So for an angle of 38.659 degrees, you get that you need infinite centripetal acceleration to stay attached to the mattress, because that value, that x value of 38 point that things is actually the value of a possible vertical asymptote of this function. So it's interesting, you know. Then here we have all the parameters. So we have the gravitational acceleration. So in this case, I put, of course, 9.8. But I mean, let's say that you want to move to the moon, then you will have like a, you know, a gravitational acceleration of about 1.6. So you know the graphic change a bit. So I mean, yeah, it's 1.5 anyway. You see that it changes a lot, and of course here with a less value of gravitational force, then you need, of course, less less centripetal acceleration. Then we have the U. This is actually the static friction coefficient I'm considering. So of course I imagine that it could be something near to 0.8. I mean, it's not official. I didn't find anything about the coefficient between of the friction between the skin and the mattress surface on the net. Anyway, it's like, you know, I imagine it could be something like this. And then, yeah, here you have another parameter that, of course, is the angle we are considering. So, saying that, I think you can enjoy the 3D modeling process I made with Blender. So, you know, we see in 4 minutes for you and around 4 hours for me. And here we are with our 3D model of the Centrifubed. So here it is. I mean, I know it's cumbersome, it's huge, it would be like 6.5 meters long, and honestly I don't know who could host a bed like this in his bedroom, but in the end I'm pretty proud of the final result. And so as you can see here, in this case we are considering the A position, so the pump is extended, and we have an angle theta of 0 degrees as the bed is exactly perpendicular to the ground, whereas in the B position we have now the pump is compressed and we have a positive angle of 35 degrees. Then this is of course the model in the solid view, so let me render it, and yeah, here we have it. Here there is the fake signature of the fake designer, and yeah, this is the final result. As you can see here, generally talking, I tried to respect the original proportions of the sketch, but now let me show you both the animation of the A position and the B position. So let's move first to the A position and let me check the original values. So in the A position we are considering an angle theta of 0 degrees and we have a minimal pace of 19.3 rounds per minute, whereas in the B position we consider an angle theta of plus 35 degrees, and now the minimal pace is of 68.1 rounds per minute. That is, quite high. Anyway, let's come back to the Blender view. And yeah, I mean, this is the project, this is the Centrifubed, this was the project of today, and I hope you enjoy it, you like it. So let me know in a comment below what you think about it, if you would buy it, why not, and these kind of things. And I wish you the best, and of course I wish you a good sleeping experience in this case. And that was everything from a fake designer. Io sapevi che ho anche un canale in italiano? Beh, ora lo sai. Il suo nome è The Fake Designer Ita e in pratica carico gli stessi video che carico qui, ma parlo in italiano, quindi in modo un po' più fluente e analizzando anche un po' più nel dettaglio i miei pensieri e le mie idee. Quindi, se sei interessato, facci un salto e niente, ti lascio il link nella descrizione qui sotto.